Gina McCarthy, welcome. Thank you so much for being here today to talk about clean energy. How are you?
I'm well. I'm very well. How about yourself?
I am very well also, too. I want my audience to know that Gina McCarthy is the former White House climate advisor. Gina, I just read an interesting note that, where we are with our climate change. So let's talk about clean energy because I think this is really important. Can you discuss the impact of the Inflation Reduction Act on local communities around the country? Because, people only care about their community.
Yeah, I think it's important for us to talk today and to spread the word because the Inflation Reduction Act is literally the most successful piece of legislation in our history. It's a $370 billion investment in America, in communities all across America. Red and blue states, communities everywhere will benefit and are already benefiting from the IRA. We're talking about opening up opportunities for strengthening our economy, for growing green jobs, for looking at our ability to lower our air pollution and improve health and save families money. We are looking at the IRA as basically shouting to the world that America is back. We are doing everything we can to move forward and make our manufacturing sector come alive again. We're talking about an economy that is now booming. This is the first year that the IRA has been in place, and we're already talking about 170,000 new clean energy jobs being created. We're talking about projects across 44 states. This is $278 billion in new investments that's coming into our manufacturing sector to build wind and solar and EVs and hydrogen and batteries and storage. All the things that we need to make our country great and keep it great as climate batters down on us. We will be able to have the energy that people need at a cost that families can afford. So as you can tell, I'm pretty excited and pretty bullish about this. This is just a wonderful opportunity to say that America is here and we are going to walk the walk, not just talk the talk when it comes to keeping our families and our communities safe.
Million jobs are being created. What kind of jobs are those being created that relate to climate or clean energy?
Yeah, that's a great question. And thanks for asking it because we are talking about good paying and in most cases, union jobs. We're talking about jobs in the clean energy industry, which is now booming and in particular in Texas. Things are really moving forward. And that's going to include many different types of jobs. But it's important to keep in mind that it's not just four-year degrees. We're talking about jobs that everyone can grab. Certainly we need these jobs and they're growing now in a way that we have never seen before. We're talking about jobs that will rebuild our infrastructure, that will help us build out the grid, that will help us move forward as we advance clean technologies all across our country. So we no longer need to be dependent on a lot of other countries for the products that we need. This is about America first. This is about us moving forward with jobs in our country that will really regrow our communities, build benefits to everyone.
Speaking today with Gina McCarthy. She's a former White House climate advisor. Gina, are there particular sectors of the economy that will be most impacted in a positive way moving forward?
Well, what we're seeing already is that the manufacturing sector is taking off. There are production and investment tax credits that these companies are really finding to be a sweetener for them to rebuild our manufacturing sector again. So, and really this is happening none too soon, because as you know, Texas knows, in fact, states all across the country know that we are experiencing some significant climate impacts. So we all need to step up. So we are talking about growing our manufacturing sector, but even well beyond that, growing the kind of jobs that people want and need, and rebuilding our communities in ways that are going to protect us from these heat stress, from the floods, the wildfires, all these tornadoes that we're seeing. These are heartbreaking challenges, but our hearts are all in this effort, and we are going to win this battle. We are already winning it in Texas and other places across the country. We are seeing Texas with 14 new clean energy projects. This is $11.2 billion of investment that Texas now has. This is 8,800 new jobs that Texas is going to have. So we are moving forward. We're moving forward together, because this is all about keeping America strong, and it's all about growing our communities and allowing families in every community to get clean energy at costs they can afford.
For the everyday consumer, where do they go and find more information about this?
Well, they can go on the web pages at cleanpower.us. That's one way of doing it, or they can go to thecleanenergyplan.com. And we hope they do, because there's a lot to read, a lot to get excited about.
Gina, this has been very informative. It's coming at a perfect time. As you know, our record heat, and we're talking about, we're even projecting next summer that it will be hotter than this summer. There has to be a change. So I'm glad there are people like you who are sounding the call that we are changing. Thanks for being my guest on the Valder Beebe Show.
My pleasure.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of the Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.